You crazy mother.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kay here, bringing you guys today another episode of my Hero Gear walkthrough series. It's an ongoing series that I have, showing you guys both my struggles and my accomplishments when trying to accomplish all of the Hero Gear challenges for all of the specialists in Black Ops 3. And for those of you who don't already know, Hero Gear is the last set of customization items that are unlockable once you've already unlocked every other customization item for each specialist in Black Ops 3. And today's hero that we're going to be going over is Outrider. And without further ado, I say we get this show on the road and get started. Alright, so just like all my previous other videos, we're going to be starting off using Outrider's specialist ability. Now, Outrider's specialist ability is Vision Pulse. And the first thing you should know about this ability is that a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. This is honestly one of those abilities where if you want to be good with it, you got to use it a lot. It's not for everybody, even though it is a very easy ability to get used to. In theory, it is one of the easiest abilities to use in the game. When you activate it, you kind of release a red pulse across the entire map. It is a fairly large red pulse, and anybody caught in it, they will glow red on your map, and you'll also pulse them on the minimap. Pretty much it lets you see enemies through walls. This is a legal wall hack in Call of Duty. It's a very useful specialist ability. Use it for tight situations when you're surrounded and you know where the enemy is. This is very good for getting out of those tight spots. And you would think, who could hate this? This is an amazing ability. However, there are a lot of people who don't like this ability because, you know, just like every other specialist ability, it has its ups and downs. This ability, even though it lets you see everybody that's within the range on the map, it also lets everybody on the entire map know where you are at the same time. And to further explain on that, once you activate Vision Pulse, there is these red circles that pretty much emanate from the position where you activated Vision Pulse, and they go fairly large around you in a perfect area, and anybody around you in the vicinity will be able to see those red circles on their minimap. And of course, you are the point of origin, so if anybody sees that on the minimap and they see those red circles, there is no doubt in their mind somebody just used Vision Pulse over there. So you're pretty much just putting a big target on your back for the enemy to come and kill you. Also, there is another down to this specialist ability, being that anybody who you do pulse, they will not be oblivious to it. The same way that you see them all glowing red and stuff, they will also see themselves that way. If they get pulsed, they will know that they have been pulsed, and that, in addition to the fact that they can see where you are on the minimap when you activated it, pretty much lets them know this person is going to be coming for me next. I need to go for them. So honestly, once you activate Vision Pulse, you're pretty much starting a firefight. You are letting them know, hey, I am challenging you, and pretty much you're gonna have to fight for the kill. Now, of course, you do have the upper hand because you could activate Vision Pulse and then move from the area where you activated it, thus they're not knowing exactly, you know, the exact pinpoint location of where you are, and you do know where they are. So that really gives you the upper hand on this firefight, and you know, you should be able to win it fairly easily considering you can see them through the wall. You're gonna know when they're gonna turn the corner, and they don't know when you are, so you have the advantage there. Just know that it is a little bit harder. The person is not oblivious to the fact that they've been pulsed, and it's going to be a fight that you have to fight for to win. So my two tips actually for using Vision Pulse have to be, once you activate it, do not stand in the same spot, move around so that they can't exactly pinpoint you where you are. As you can see here in the video, I just got pulsed and I glowed red, so I knew, and I turned around and killed the person who pulsed me. So really, don't stand in the same spot, don't be oblivious. And the second tip that I have for it is, if you run counter UAV and you actually use your counter UAV right before you use your vision pulse, the person will still see themselves, you know, glow red, don't know that they've been pulsed, but they don't have their mini map, so they won't be able to pinpoint you as accurately, so it works great in your favor. Of course, remember that any enemy who is using hardwired will not be affected by your counter UAV, but hey, that's just another risk that you have to take. At least you have less players on the map knowing where you are. And now moving on to the specialist weapon of Outrider, being the Sparrow. This weapon is pretty much just a bow and arrow who fires explosive arrows, which are really great for groups of enemies and such. However, this is a weapon that really rewards you for your accuracy. This is a weapon that the more accurate you are, the faster trigger finger, the better you are at aiming, the more it's going to reward you. Because pretty much you have to hit them straight with the arrow for it to be a one-shot kill. If you don't hit them with it, it's not a guaranteed one-shot kill. And I say guaranteed because this arrow actually has explosive damage. It has a fairly nice splash damage. It does a lot of damage, usually if you miss, but if the person is actually close enough to your arrow once it explodes, it is still possible to get one-shot kill. Usually it's 2 or 3, but you can still kill them even if you miss. But that being said, you don't really want to miss. This is a charge up weapon, so if you actually just go ahead and keep pressing the R2 button over and over again, you're gonna sling arrows pretty fast, but they're not gonna be as accurate, they won't fly as far, and they actually have a downward angle that they fall at, so they really won't go as far. What you really want to do using the Sparrow is to hold down the R2 button and charge up your shot completely, and that arrow will pretty much fly straight throughout the entire map and hit exactly where it is that you're aiming at. So like I said, it really awards accuracy. And you know, don't be daunted by the task. It charges pretty fast actually. It's under a second the time that it charges up, so it's not even really that slow. However, if you do get into those situations where, you know, you're surrounded by enemies, it is okay to spray, you know, spray and pray at your feet or around you. It'll be fine, though do be careful, because this is one of the only 2 specialist weapons in the game that can actually get you killed. You can actually kill yourself using the Sparrow because the explosive damage will damage you as well. The only other weapon in the game that can actually kill you like that is Battery's War Machine. So once again, be very accurate when using the Sparrow, and you'll find out that you'll get a lot more kills. Run Flat Jacket if you wish, just so that you would damage yourself a bit less with your own arrows. If you do have to spray at your feet to get out of these tight situations, you'll find out that it will really reward you. This is a very fun specialist weapon to use. You're either going to hate it or you're going to love it. This is one of those things where when you're precise, it'll feel so damn good. Another reason for you to actually be precise with it is that it does bring 8 arrows, so theoretically, if you get this specialist weapon once, you can actually get all 6 kills that are necessary just with that one time if you're really accurate, and if those 8 people, you know, if they come at you throughout the time that you actually have it active, before the timer runs out on it. And every shot that you do take pretty much lowers your bar by, I would like to say, a good 1/8. Of course, you do have 8 shots, that's pretty obvious. I don't even know why I mentioned that. But just to recap, be very accurate with the bow and you'll find out that it'll reward you. And as for the vision pulse, make sure that you are prepared before you're about to use it. Make sure your guns are fully reloaded. Make sure your area around you is clear. You don't want to be killed in the back when using vision pulse. Sparrow as well, but vision pulse particularly, since the second you activate it, you have a target on your back and everyone's gonna come at you. Alright guys, and that has been actually all the tips that I have for Outrider today. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and drop a like, maybe even subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next Hero Gear walkthrough video. Thank you all, and until next time.
You crazy mother.